From generally comedic deathcore in my first review of 2018 to a complete other section of the music spectrum in K-pop, today we're tackling an album I wanted to cover since getting into reviews, but never had the time to do so. Welcome to Ray Reiner Does Music, where I'm going to be reviewing the fourth studio album in Girls' Generation's discography, I Got a Boy. When you think of female K-pop groups or artists, Hyuna, Twice, and Girls' Gen are usually what come to mind, unless someone specifically stands another group or artist above them. Girls' Generation is also known by SNSD, but we're just going to be using Girls' Generation to make this video a little easier for everyone, including myself. I Got a Boy received mostly positive reviews, while some outlets pointed out that the genre experimentation and elements of EDM and R&B weren't used to their full potential. Commonly in K-pop, other genres influence not only the writing but the lyrical structure of songs, and you see hints of that in every single track present here. Often when you look at the lyrics to songs in K-pop, different members will come in depending on the song or the song's vibe. While some members might excel in sadder songs, some might either excel in more lovey romance type songs, and Girls' Generation takes us to a whole other level. When I did reviews on Big Bang and 17, I noted that at times the flow from member to member sometimes felt a little weird, but the transitions I saw in songs like Baby Maybe, which by the way is my favorite song off the entire album here, were done exceedingly well each and every time they stepped up. A close second place for my favorite song comes in XYZ, another great example of the chemistry everyone shows, while the backing track is one of the stronger ones present here. I noticed that the members Tiffany and Jessica seem to hold the most attention to themselves in terms of lyrical strength and overall presence on the songs, which isn't a bad thing at all. In fact, I think it's very smart to have one or more members who are essentially your front focus, whether it be in the songs or just in the group in general. Sort of like how Suga and Rat Monster and BTS are the most popular members, to the best of my knowledge. Oftentimes members at the front focus of the group have verses that stand out more to listeners and hardcore fans throughout the albums. You can also compare this to the likes of Tae Yang and G-Dragon from Big Bang. Focusing on the actual lyrics here, themes explored commonly throughout I Got a Boy include falling for someone and the emotions that go through your head and heart in that process, something I've seen explored countless times with groups like Girls' Generation. The title track is an excellent take on how to switch up effortlessly from the core sound to the more R&B type of flavor I mentioned earlier. Being able to switch back and forth like this is key to success when you're dealing with multiple genre releases, and I'm happy to say that while I'm not usually a fan of anything too out of the blue, Girls' Gen did it very well here. It came out of nowhere really with the vocal call out and switch up in tone, and it was a welcome surprise. When it comes to duo or duet pieces like Lost in Love featuring Taeyeon and Tiffany, I'm usually not a big fan. Again, back in my Big Bang review I did for their album Made, I specifically pointed out the duo between G-Dragon and I want to say it was Tae Yang. All these names sound the same, good god I feel so bad. And I really touched on it because those were very tricky for me. I'm just usually not a fan with just the two voices coming together when I'm so used to hearing them in group pieces or just in general amidst a sea of other voices, but Tiffany and Taeyeon do a tremendous job with the time they're given, in a very underrated track on I Got a Boy. The song directly tackles the process of post-breakup feelings, which is a concept that can be messed up very easily. It's an empowering song, something you see a lot in modern K-pop. That's an amazing thing to see. It builds up not only personal strength, but the vocal strength from both of these singers. As much as I hate saying it, in my own experience I've found that while many are talented, most K-pop groups are very comparable to others and will at some point find themselves compared to and put in a line against others. But Girls' Generation manages to stand out just enough to gain the recognition they've gotten to this day, in the past, and onward from major sources. That isn't to say that they're overtly unique by any means. A lot of the ideas I've discussed and brought up here that go along with I Got a Boy have unfortunately and honestly been beaten to death in music, but especially within K-pop. As much as I love to always look for new artists and try to find new people to listen to within that genre, many times I'll end up scrolling through a playlist and being like, this is a BTS knockoff, this is a 17 knockoff, oh hey, something fresh, oh just kidding, there goes the hook. With this album being so fantastic as it is, there's no way that I can go around denying that going into this album with a mindset for looking for something different from the crowd is going to disappoint you. Overall, I found myself very much enjoying this release from Girls' Generation, but not entirely so, if you get what I mean there. Although I do look forward to possibly reviewing another album of theirs called, I believe it's their second album, don't quote me on that, because the way I do reviews like this obviously isn't a new album, but if the album came out in January, then January is the month I'll be doing that review, and this other album, came out in January, so if you want to see that, let me know what you think down in the comment section. But to close things out here as far as the rating goes, I'm giving the album a 7.5 out of 10. It's a great showing from the group, but I feel like there's much better and much more diverse music in their discography waiting to be looked at. I'll leave a link down in the description to my personal favorite track. I highly encourage you to go listen to the song for yourselves. And if you're looking for something new to listen to this year, Girls' Generation just might be for you. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video.